So let's make the signup.xml design in this video. First I want to just go to Photoshop, and here I have created a logo. I'm just going to save it as PNG file into my Strum Diet folder, app, it's green, main, res drawable, it's logo.png. Then I'm going to go back here, and it should be in this folder now. And here it is. Just want to zoom in a bit here. Then I'm going to remove this text. Then I'm going to text view because I need a scroll layout. So a scroll layout makes it able to scroll. So I'll have a scroll view here. So scroll view, and then a layout inside the scroll view. And inside the liner layout I will have my logo. So we will just go to images here, and image view, and just put the image somewhere here. And I will choose logo, and OK. This took 1 year to complete, to make myself a cup of coffee. So to insert the logo, I have to go to text, actually write the code for logo. So the code is an image view, drawable logo, and I have wrap content and height 72 dp and margin bottom 24 dp and layout gravity center horizontal. So my design will be something like this then. And I also wanted to have some margin at the top, so I'll just put in here margin top. So it looks really neat, the logo. Now I will put in the fields that the user has to fill in to sign up. And so I will go to plain text. To widgets, and here we have text view. So just drop a text view underneath here. And now I will go to values, and I have a file called strings here. And here I will add the strings for the different sign up fields. So if I go to my Java and my DB adapter, here I can see the different fields I need. Email, so email, next one is alias. I don't think I need that one. Date of birth, that is an important one. Next one is gender, also very important. I have location, not important. Height, very important. Next I have activity level. I have weight. I have target weight. And this is the things I need, and I also want to have one more, and it's if I want to use kilogram or the United States measurements. So there's some measurements here, and then I will write kilogram here. In the United States it's I will write Euro and America. So I have been thinking I want to use the metric and imperial. So now I have everything for the sign up. So I will go back here. Just start to change the first one, start to change the text. Oh, Google Android Studio is very, very slow. So yeah, here it is. The first one should be email. And then I need a text. There's an email. So I'll drop it underneath. And just to get a feel how it is now, I will try to have one more and then we can launch the application. So next one is date of birth. And then I use the date. So let's try to save now and just launch the application to see how it is. So it looks really cool. You have the email, you can enter your email address, then date of birth. So this looks very shit. We have no idea what the different fields are. So we need to change something here. So this is one way of doing it. Another way would be to put the field next to each. So email and then the field. Maybe it'll look a bit cooler. Not easy to get doing, so I think we need like a table layout here. This is good for like if you have few fields, but we have more than few fields, so I think we should try to do that. So just go to the text here and enter a comment here that we have the table. Back to design, go to layout, and here we have table layout, so just drop it here. So for the first table row, we'll have text view, and edit text, and for the second we will have text view, and then edit text. So this is a different method of doing it. So let's launch this to show you. So here we have email here, and then date of birth. So I think this is much better. And we need to arrange some padding on the left side here. So we will do it here in the liner layout. So Android, margin left equals to 24 dp. Let's do the same for margin right. So if we now see the design is more at the center, looks much better. So I will work with just changing date of birth now to year, month and day, and also I think we should just add the rest of the fields, the gender, just take a quick look and see how it is now when we have a bit padding or margin on the left side, margin on the right side. And here we have it with the margin on the left side, margin on the right side, margin on the top. It looks so beautiful. Let's go to date of birth now. We tried to put in the date of birth chooser, but I don't know, is it year first or month first, or yeah, it makes no sense. So we need to change this one. So we just go to strings again, and we have to have strings for each month. So first we will have day, then we will have month, then we will have year, and then we need to find a list of all months. Here's a very good list. So just make strings for each of them. In December, okay, so now we have it. Now I go to sign up again, and I will just zoom in here. I will delete this field. And I will put a text view here. So I think maybe I could have a table view inside the table view. I don't know if this works, so I will just try. Yeah, it works. So here I want the text view to be up here. And the text name now Google Studio is struggling again. Here it is. It should be day. And another one here. And this should be a month. And one more. This text view should be a year. And now I need and I want integer here. So signed number. And the first one, the ID should be edit text, and it's date of birth, and it's day. I want one more underneath the text, date of birth, month. I want more underneath date of birth, year. And this one I will delete. This one I will delete. So just try to save that and just go to Google Play. Now go to my emulator and see how it works. Yeah, it didn't work at all. So I think I would just go here to my text layout and just edit it myself. Okay, this is the email. And the name for the email should be edit text email. And here is the date of birth. So I have the table row here that I want to remove. And I have EMS is the width of the field, so it doesn't need to be that big. Just write 2 for each here. Let's try to save it. It looks like it's completely blank. So I will have a new table row here. With a new text here and a new table layout. And instead of the edit text here, I will insert this part. And I will go to strings and make a blank string. So I will try to run it now just to see if it works. Yeah, and now we have it, day, month, year. So it actually works. Not the entire way I wanted it. So just try to remove this. Okay, I can live with this one. I will just add some padding here. I need to write in the next note. Okay. So the problem is that the fields are not over where I want them to be. So let's just look at this this table here, and I have the Android layout height, and it says match parent. But if I change it to wrap content, the same for this, also for wrap content, then go back to design, I can actually delete the table layout here. I'm sorry. And now you can see that I have day, month, and year in date of birth. So I want to change the month to be a drop-down list. Wonder if spinner, if that is drop-down list. Let's try it. So I will just Google really quick how to fill it with months. So here I have it. I need in the strings, I need a string array, and with items. So we go to my strings, and here I will have the string array, name with months. This is not a string then it's an item. So I will use the months one more time here. Just put them into an item list. So back to Signup. Now I can use the entities months. It wasn't there, so we'll just go to text edit here. And we'll have it as array months. Okay, let's try to run it now, see how it goes. So we have email, and then we have day, month, year, date of birth. A really cool list here. And then year. Okay, really cool. Let's go further. The next one was gender. And the spinner, we have spinner date of birth, month. So text view. And it should be gender. And I actually think I want a spinner or something here also. Or maybe radio button. It would be cool. One for male, one for female. So we use a bit different technology just to make it look cool. So table layout here. And then a radio button here. And the text should be mail. I don't have that string yet, so I need to go and add it. Here. The ID is radio button gender. And I need another one next to it. And they should be in the first row here. The other one is radio button gender also. The text should be female. So just go ahead and delete the new rows. Just go to text here. Make sure that you have wrap content. This is gender. So the first one should be radio button gender male. The other one radio button gender female. So it looks really cool now. And now I need to group these two together. So one should be checked. So we'll check just the male one. So just Google really quick how to link them together. So it's a radio group. Okay. So they should be grouped together in a radio group. Okay, so Now I have the radio group here, these two. Just try to make the code look good. These are the gender codes. So just try to run the app now to check if the checkboxes, the radio buttons work or not. So let's click female. Okay, the male didn't go away. And no, both are clicked. So just check here. So I found out that you need the table row, then the radio group, then the radio buttons, then you can end the radio group. So this is what I've done now, and when I run it I can actually change from male to female. So let me just get some margin for all of the fields here. Date of birth, table row, and gender table row should also have some margin. And this text view should have some margin to the right, like 2. Okay, let's try to run it one more time and then add the rest of the fields. Just check in DB adapter what we have left. Height, so we need a height. But before we need the height, I think I want to have a measurement type. So I got this strange error. So what I'm doing then is just to go to build and clean project. Then I will try to run the project. and we see that it looks much better now. We can actually put a select list or a spinner here also for the years, and then we know that this has to be day. So maybe we can do that also. Then we don't need day, month, year because it's obvious. But let's go down a bit. To the radio button group mail and make some margin to the right here for 2 dp. Make that 5. So I have some space here. Looks like the font is bigger. Oh, that did it. I don't know. It looks bigger on the right side. I don't know what normal apps have nowadays. So I just try to run an app. The font should be the same. So let's just add some margin for the date of birth. Right on top. This looks really cool. And the same for the gender. This looks really cool. So let's just go to the next row. We want the measurement. Measurements. So I have measurements, but I have measurement here. So just go to strings and change that. Here. And I will put a new spinner here. So the imperial and metric should be also a string array. So we call it array measurements. Spinner measurement. entities here. This didn't work, so I had to go into the text here. Array measurements. And now I just added a comment, so we have a bit of understanding where we are in the code. And then I will just add the margin here. Okay, measurement is done. And now we need height and then weight. I will just put some more table rows here. Okay, so what I was saying is that we need a new here, and the text should be height. And then of course need to know if it's in centimeter or what is the US measurement for height. So we will add a new layout, a new table layout inside here. Just delete, 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 and delete. And we will go here for the text input, and we will have a number. And we are on height now, so it will be edit text height. And next to it we will have a new text. And I will go back to strings and I will add centimeter. And now I need to find out what the other measurements for US is. So it's feet and inches, okay. So I'll have one for feet, inches, in. What's the figure to write that one? I just copy it. So back to sign up. Now I have this text view here, and I want to change the text to centimeter. I'll just go into this edit text here. And change the EMS to 3. And the match parent I will have instead I don't remember that continent. So my problem is now that I have one edit text for centimeter, but if it is feet and inches, then I need 2 edit texts. So I will just add one more here, and I will call it edit text inches. Now I will go to my height here and add the padding or the margin for the top to make it line up with centimeter. So what I want to do it when I run the code, I want to hide this field, but if it's if the user selects something else than metric, then I want to view this field, and then change the text here to feet and inches instead of centimeter. So I can just run the code now just to see how it is. Height and 2 different here. Now I just want to remove the month year and just put in a spinner here for the year instead of this. Actually, if I think of, we can have a spinner for day also, 1 to 31, then a spinner for month, then a spinner for year. Let's zoom in here. Just remove day, remove month. Remove the year. And the table row. And here I want to put a spinner, and here also I will have a spinner for days. But I will do it at the end because I want to use the Android to fill in the spinner values. There's no point of making strings from 1900 to today. Okay, so we have height, we need weight. Oh my god, this is so slow. I think I will just use the text edit. So this was height. Now I will just open Notepad. Just edit it there. Now it's weight. And what is the standard measurements for weight in US? Let us check. Pounds. So it's much easier. Text view number 10. Number for weight. And the string, no, that's number 11. And this is 12, and the string is kilogram. Copy that, paste it into here. I don't have the string kilogram, so I have to make it. Now I just make pound at the same time. Okay, after this one, I'll just check what I need next. Activity level. So I think I've just seen that the padding to the top is maybe a bit too much. I'm afraid I want to use a spinner again. So what was the code for the spinner? Here it is. Spinner activity level. And I want to make a new array for the activity levels. And I just pause the video to find the different activity. Okay, so here is the activity level. It's light to no exercise. Next one is light exercise. Moderate exercise. Heavy exercise. And very heavy exercise. Okay. Now I will put in the array for activity levels here. Okay, we have that one in place. Now I will have the target weight. And the target weight level. I want to just have a text here. It needs to be edit text number 14, I think. And I wanted to say something like I want to. Or maybe I would have it the next site. Yeah, I think I will have the next site. So now we'll just have the submit button here. So I'll first put the blank text. Then I will go to design. And here's a button. And I will go to strings. And I want to create a new variable named sign up. And we just want to have the wrap content here. So now the form is complete, so it looks really cool. So let's just try to run it. So the last thing I will do is just to put in a spinner here, and then we will be finished with this video. It's been a long video. Okay, and here it is. Now I have 3 spinners here, and as I said earlier, I will use Android code to actually change the values of this spinner and of this spinner. Here you also see that I need less padding. So just need to clean the project. and I try to run it. So I get a really bad errors here now. Not really sure why. One error found. And where is the error? Down here. Okay, so I get some partial error actually. And I guess it has something to do with the spinners maybe. But now I will close the entire thing and then open it again. Okay, so I still get some errors here. Not well formed. So I will just try to remove something here. Then try to run it. Can actually be that the height is match parent. I don't think it should be match parent. Yeah, so I don't think there is any error actually. I just think that the studio has done something wrong. So I just go to App, Resources, Layout, and just delete Sign Up. And then go to Build and Clean Project. Take some time to rattle build it again. Just looking for new RAM for my computer. Oh, here it is now. New layout resource file. Sign up. Okay. Save, try to run it. So I have sodium 260. Now it's working, so there was false. Okay, we were just adding the spinners for day and year. I just want to see if the sign up buttons, yeah, it looks so strange. Don't know why it's okay, it looks like this. But the rest of the design looks really cool. So maybe I can actually put some width on the sign up button. So just go to properties here just to check if I can do that. Layout width. Here is some width. So if I say 20 dp, nothing happens. So just Google it. So inner layout with 20 dp. So let's just try to add that and see what happens. Yeah, nothing changed. So very strange. So I will just have wrap content and I will just put an extra text view on the right side. Just to see what happens then. Let's try to run the code now. This really reminds me of doing web design back in days when tables was everything. So crazy. Yeah, so now it looks much better, the button. So I think this is it for this round. I will get some rest now. See, something of the margin isn't correct, but we can deal with that later.